Alright people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review. Well, I say review. This is going to be kind of an overlook of this figure because it feels weird to review something I had a hand in, you know, something that I have a stake in. I may get excited because this is my first time handling the figure, and I may get kind of giddy, but for the most part, I'm not going to try to be all, this is the greatest thing ever. I'll do my best to be unbiased about it. This is the Fwoosh's Articulated Icons, the Feudal Series Deluxe Ninja in black. Now this figure has been open a couple times. Indy had a look at it whenever it got to him, and then they did a live stream with all the figures in the set last week on the ACBA Facebook page. You can find a link to that in the description. Now the package, it's plain, it's white, it has the logos on it. I'm a fan of this with other packaging where it's just very minimal. All the focus is on the figure itself. On the side you have a pretty picture done by Matt K. And on the back there's the story of the characters, or well, the environment of the line. And then there's pictures of all the ninjas in the set. On the side there's a bio for the Deluxe Ninja, and then another pretty picture by Matt K. On the bottom's all the credits. On the top, just the Articulated Icons logo, Fwoosh logo. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. And there you go, all out of the box. And as you can see, the sculpt is nice. It's nice and detailed. The wrinkles are all where they should be. But you can see the ninja boots. It's got the little split toe on it, looking very cool. And you can also see that the black is not just straight black. There's a blue dry brush over the whole thing, kind of to bring out the details, to highlight the raised edges. It's just a nice addition. It's not just a straight black paint job or cast parts in black. But the eyes, nicely painted. The belt piece, nice and rubbery. It'll get out of the way whenever you try to use the leg articulation. Going over articulation, there's a ball at the top of a hinge right here. There's not a whole lot, but you do get a little bit of side to side. You look up, you look down, then there's swivel. Hinge and swivel at the shoulder. It gets all the way up. And then it swivels around. Swivel at the bicep. Double elbows gets almost all the way up. The wrinkle sculpt kind of gets in the way, but that's pretty damn close. The wrists are like figure arts. It has the ball inside, swivel on both sides, so you can set it to either go side to side, but if you twist it, get it into position, you can go up and down with it. And then of course there's swivels. The torso, you have a side to side there, and a crunch forward, crunch back. Now there's no side to side at the torso without moving the waist. The waist is on a swivel. If you move it, you can get some extra side to side for some additional movement there. Hinge and swivel at the hips, gets all the way forward, gets not so much back, butt sculpt's in the way, but you get all the way out. The figure can do splits, so wanted to leave that movement out there because it's a ninja. Swivel at the thigh, double knee. Again, the wrinkle sculpt kind of gets in the way, but that's a lot of movement right there. Swivel at the boot. Hinge at the ankle, gets back about that far, gets forward about there, and then forward facing pin for rocker. The head is swappable. It pops right off. The arms are swappable. They just pull right out of the body. There's a bare arm pack that you can get, or you can swap between figures to give them maybe the sleeve look from the Karate Gi. Now for full-on accessories, I don't have all of the accessories. Some of those had to be sent back to the factory. The full set, we're missing some of the accessories, but in the final product, those will be there. Don't worry about that. But for the accessories that Indy did send in this box, you have the unmasked head. And this is where a lot of the paint is. The skin has kind of a dry brush on it, bring out the details. The gray has a little bit of white mixed in. And then, of course, the eyes. Here, there's a highlight to the eyes, the white painted on it, whereas on the Ninja, they're not. Those being not as detailed on the Ninja head, India said that there are some paint tweaks that he wrote in some notes and sent back to the factory. That may be one of them. I haven't confirmed that though, but I'm sure he thought of mostly everything. Now on this head with the other figures, you get like helmets, you get a hood with this figure. If you want to use that, this little top knot right here comes out, so you don't have that in the way. And then for the hood, like I said, it comes with a hood. You slip the face into there, and then you can see the neck hole is in there, and then it pops right on it. You can use that either with the ninja heads or the human head. It doesn't matter. The hood goes over all of them. And then the other head that he sent, kind of more of a traditional ninja mask. It has the extra detail on the sides of the head. Then in the back here, it has a little tie. And then it comes with the mask. This slips over the standard ninja mask, not the one with the extra detail, but just the skin type mask. And then, of course, the scarf goes with that. There was a throwing type dagger. Not sure of the actual name for that. Some people call it a scythe. I call it a Sling Blade. It comes with a sai, got a little wrap up and around the metal, and then the handle is wrapped. Very, very cool. Got a staff with a blade on it. Again, not sure of the actual names of these, but he didn't include the bow with it, but it does come with the quiver, and he also included an actual arrow. There is some flex to the arrow, but it's not rubbery, so it stays straight, which is very, very, very cool. And that's the same thing with the swords. Nice little details on the handle. Again, it's made out of a material that's not going to break if you flex it, but it stays straight. And then, of course, it comes with the sheaths. Now, here, there's a plug, and then in the back of the figure, there's a hole down here where you can plug that in like this, or up here where you can either put the quiver or put these, sling them over his shoulder. You can do this either left-handed or right-handed because the actual piece that holds it to the back, the sheaths are separate pieces. So if you wanted to sling that around, put it this way, you can slip those into there, and then it's for pulling right-handed. And then of course the swords go in there. Not a problem at all. And then he included a bow staff. For hands, are the gripping hands for the weapons. It comes with 2 karate chop hands, 2 splayed out hands, and then of course 2 fists. I want to talk about the base because I always forget the base on every figure I look at. It's cast in black. It has a nice blue dry brush over it to bring out the detail. Look at right there. That's pretty cool. But the first thing I noticed getting it out of the package, it is thick. It's solid. This is heavy. I mean, look at that's the actual thickness of the material. It has the holes back here to hang it on the wall. It has pegs for the feet. And then on the sides, it has 1 pin here and 1 pin up. So you can plug them together and they stay secure. You can line them up on the shelf. You can hang them up on the wall. You can also, if you're running it down the middle of a shelf, you can set them back to back and have, you know, the peak. I'm not usually a base guy, but for this, I'll probably be using these on the shelf. For comparison, here's the Ninja with the X-Men Legends Wolverine that just came out recently. And for those of you curious, the head came from the casting cave. I'll try to remember to put that link in the description. But the scale here, nice. Of course, they made the Wolverine nice and short, so the Ninja being a average human, just, you know, ninja, it's not going to be overly tall. It fits right in here. And then, of course, with the standard Bucky body Black Panther from Marvel Legends. The Black Panther should have some superhero proportions. He runs with the big dogs. A ninja's a ninja, about 6 foot tall. So, yeah, it's going to look a little bit smaller, but it's average human size. Like so, here's Coulson. I fit him into my comic display. But as you can see, the Ninja's about the same size, same height, not the same proportions. The Ninja's more lean and mean than Coulson, but it fits right in with your comic display. At the end of the day, I'm proud of this figure. I'll say that. I didn't like the figure, but I knew I would like it. I've seen the figure every step of the way from, napkin drawing to prototype to this almost finished product here. This is damn close to actual product. But I'm not going to talk it up too much. I think it's a cool figure. I can't wait to get my whole set. I have a few more here I'll take a look at later. Unbiased opinion, this figure kind of rocks. It also helps to know that the guys that helped design this put their hearts and souls into it. For the rest, I'll just let the pictures do the talking. Now, while the pictures are going, just to throw out a little tease, we have more Smoky Ninjas than what were ordered. And since they were only part of the Kickstarter, we may be doing some giveaways here in the near future. We haven't decided exactly what's going to happen there yet, but yeah. For the next few weeks, I'm going to take a look at some of the other figures, just to try to give you a general idea of what you're pre-ordering, what you have ordered, what you're thinking about ordering. I'm not trying to push you into anything, but I like it. So if you like this overview, comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.